Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the... Oh, hang on. I'm just getting a breaking news bulletin. Oh, this is correct. Christopher Thomson is just announced to the world that he is a Doctor Who fan. Chris, can we get your reaction to that?
Shut up!
Hello, my name's Jon Gransden, and I'm here with...
You're with Christopher Thomson, who's not a Doctor Who fan, until you prove otherwise, which is the challenge of today's podcast.
And we're here with...
Christopher Johnson, who is a Doctor Who fan, probably a little bit too obsessed with it, but apart from that, hello, how you doing?
So what's new in the world of Doctor Who then? Now, has everyone heard Steven Moffat losing his temper recently?
Oh, yes.
About spoilers. Apparently, a fan in the showing for The Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon leaked everything literally after we finished watching it. And Steven Moffat was interviewed at a award ceremony and went on a huge rant about it.
And that is worthy of you, Chris T.
Yes, I was quite... Steven Moffat's had a rant? This is crossing into my territory. What are your...
popular.
Yeah, what are your views on his temper then? Because everyone does get there are things like people saying he's right to think what he thinks, and there's also that he may have gone a bit too far, because some of the things he did say was like, I hope he never watches that show again. My show again, he said.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I think the best statement was when he said, I wish they'd go away and be a fan of something else. Because you think to yourself, well, I suppose, yeah, I totally get why he's saying it, because he's put a lot of craft into the story, and for someone to turn around and go, I won't spoil it, Mr. Moffat, but I'll just type up this detailed summary on the internet, and if anyone happens to read it, I'm sure it'll be fine. You know, so you get
no one really cares what I
I
have to say.
Yeah.
No one's ever cared before. My mother doesn't even know I exist. So hopefully this will just be a personal memoir which will be shared across no one. I promise you that.
I'll just title it The Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon. Spoilers, please read. No one will check that out.
On the plus side, he did give me a good number of friends since, but never mind. Thank you, Moffat, for providing me with that opportunity.
All I can think of now is, you know, Doctor Who fandom has lost one fan, and Primeval is really going up in the world. It now has 5 fans.
You've added me to the equation of this, haven't you? But let's not talk about Primeval now. Let's talk about... I cannot see the point of why people look at spoilers. I generally can't. Originally, when I started watching Suit in 2005, I was more than interested to see how... I was too excited, so I kept looking for things like... things that were going to be taking place, like behind-the-scenes footage and things, because I was excited about it. But then afterwards I thought, you know, this is ruining the ending for me. So why don't I just avoid them completely? And I have a few friends who kept trying to tell me all these spoilers, and I told them, no, I don't want to hear any of it, because I want to actually watch it like a television programme. The idea is not to be spoiled. This isn't a soap opera in which there is a magazine dedicated to spoiling everything.
Yeah, we said it before, didn't we? In a previous podcast that.
Yeah,
Doctor Who.
I don't understand. It's like even the BBC decided to spoil things. Radio Times, as I've said before, really spoil things. They've already unveiled a villain that's coming back in episode 7. Well done. And the title was nothing to do with them, so it could have been a nice, pleasant surprise, or just for the trailer or something. But no, they had to then go and unveil it and just say, "Look who's in this series."
To be fair, the only programme I ever want an actual spoiler for is the National Lottery. I'll be happy with that. But anything else...
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good
Agreed.
one. Yeah.
Do you know the Soap Awards are actually on right now? And I'm pretty sure there's already a listing of who's won. I'm sure of it.
Knocking about online somewhere. Oh dear.
No one reads my website.
Do you reckon that after the National Soap Awards there's going to be a really annoyed head of the National Soap Awards, just going, "Oh, there's this fan of our awards ceremony. I hope they never watch it again. I hope they go and be a fan of the bastards."
He has a right to be angry about it. He made it specific.
He really does.
He made it very clear. The whole point of the episodes was to then shock everyone within the first 10 minutes, so you want to watch the rest of the series to find out how it's resolved. And he's decided to leak this surprise, ruin this surprise for a lot of people who are also stupid enough to go out looking for spoilers in the first place.
You see a headline saying spoilers.
He shouldn't be. I personally don't think he should be blaming them. I mean, think about Riversong. The point of her character is to basically say, don't go for spoilers. Don't look at them. Wait and see what's going to happen. Don't bother looking for already just having a quick little peek to find out the rest of it. What's the point? He's made a character to explain he doesn't like spoilers. He then tells everyone at this press release, don't tell anyone. And then some little pillock just has the need to go and post it on the internet.
I like the fact that voice that you started doing, Chris, has now become the voice of the fan.
Yes, every time I generalise a fan, there'll be someone going, "Mother, I'll be down shortly. Just going to finish my novelisation."
Don't mind me. I just thought I'd write up the spoilers for Hollyoaks while Soap Awards is on. The blonde one with the big boobs is going to be seeing the other one who's got his top off most of the time, and it will sell a calendar in December.
Damn, that's the entire season ruined.
Don't mind me, Mother, just writing some fan fiction. I'm never going to make it published. I'm not wanted enough.
Whilst he's and by this point, he's still talking to the empty sofa. The empty armchair.
Isn't that right, Mother? You love me, don't you? Nah.
Getting into very dark territory right now.
Good start to the evening. But yeah, I mean, people going and backlashing at him, saying that he should be angry about it. Of course he should be angry. If anything, this is the best opportunity Moffat's had to tell the story he's wanted to tell.
This is his chance to redeem himself, and it's redemption. It's redemption. My thoughts on Series 5 still haven't changed. He's now redeeming himself with the fans with a very good opener, and some pillock ruins it.
Okay. So some of you, after the premiere of the opening 2 stories, have also been looking through your photo collection and noticing that you're seeing figures that you're sure you don't remember. The Silents have been stalking us fans through our past childhoods and even recently. So,
I mean, look, there's even a picture here of Chris here, actually. Have you seen it?
I have, yes, and I did a little too at the moment I laid my eyes on it. I had no idea. Bizarrely enough, that's a picture from the Doctor Who proms last year. So they were there even before we knew they were there, so that's a bit creepy.
Well, there's that picture of me and Jamie from the Ultimate
That
Conflict
looks really good, doesn't it? It just...
And, it's standing over my shoulder. I'm bloody petrified to look over my shoulder.
The Silence, the Where's Wally of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
All those continuity errors that you thought were just people hanging around on set by mistake. They're not actually. You know, that person in Earthshock who's wandering around in the background of the spaceship set with the script. That's actually a silent. Continuity errors solved through the history of Who in one monster's introduction.
Have you seen the pictures of the fact that because ever since it's been they've been added to the Doctor Who experience, they've been one of them walked around London for a day. And they had photos. Have you seen this?
No, it's terrifying.
It's brilliant.
I saw the pictures and burst out laughing. It was just standing there on the escalator with people not even noticing it's there.
Yeah, that's the one thing as well. No one's paying attention. It's either because people in London are so used to weird things, or they genuinely are acting up to the silent and just being like, "Yeah, of course it's not there."
Oh dear.
But yeah, it's brilliant. And if you don't know what we're talking about, listeners, go and search silent
And
in London.
if you want to check out the sightings of the silent so far, look on the WhoTubia page on our Facebook. Just type in WhoTubia, you'll find it there. If you have any suggestions, there's an email on there that you can email your own sightings to, and they will be put on the website.
Hang on. It's time for the new section of WhoTubia. Let's play the jingle. It's
John's questions.
Yeah, that was not me. That was me pushing a button. It wasn't me doing it with my voice at all. Ever.
Very nice jingle.
It sounded superb, actually. I'm amazed.
Technically, isn't it a jongle?
Ooh.
Yeah. This is it's either a terrible pun or an ingenious idea. I'm not quite sure which.
You're from CBBC. We'll let you off.
Apparently, we are quite childish.
I don't know where they got that from. I have literally no idea.
Okay.
Right, then, John's questions.
John's questions. Alright, question number 1. And I just want, one sentence answers. Who thought...
Do we have to buzz in?
No. It's both your opinions.
Alright.
Who thought Neil Gaiman would be good as a writer for Doctor Who?
Yeah, I was definitely looking forward to him, just because I'm familiar with like Sandman and Coraline, so I thought, oh, it'd be interesting.
I didn't even know who he was. They just kept mentioning him and keep saying, "Oh, this is going to be the best episode there's going to be," and they kept hyping it up, and I wasn't sure who he was. And I thought, Coraline, never seen it. Looked at his other things, nothing else I've really heard of. I'm not really into comic books and graphic novels, so I wasn't really aware of him. So, to be honest, I didn't have a clue.
Okay.
I'll rephrase my answer. Me.
Sorry?
Me. Here's the short version. Who thought he'd be good? Me.
Oh, okay.
I've got to make things simplistic, remember? I am childish.
Did anyone guess that the Doctor's wife was going to be the TARDIS?
No.
Did anyone see that coming?
No. Not at all.
Okay. Was this the best episode of Matt Smith's Doctor so far?
The best of Matt's Doctor?
So far, yeah.
Yes. Definitely.
I'm kind of at a draw with a personal favourite, Vincent and the Doctor.
Ooh.
Not quite sure.
Good episode. And finally, should Neil Gaiman write for Doctor Who again?
Definitely, yes. But just...
I'd definitely see another one.
Definitely. Right.
I'd like him to be the successor to Steven Moffat,
That won't happen because, to be honest, when Steven Moffat started, when he wrote for stories in Russell's tenure, they were good. They were very good. And then the moment he gets announced as a head writer, the amount of people went, yes! It's been left in the hands of a man who knows how to write Doctor Who. And he's botched it up in his first year.
Yeah, it might have been a setup for something bigger this year.
I hope so.
We can never know. Okay.
So, I don't know. I think too much of him may be a bit too much, but him definitely returning to write at least one every year would be brilliant.
I think it would become a very steampunk Doctor Who, patchwork clothes and everything. It would be very different again.
On that note, should we begin just going through the episode?
The episode itself.
What do we all think?
Brilliant.
That's it.
I enjoyed it.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was definitely one for the fans, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Chris, you're a Doctor Who fan.
I'm not.
I'm just going to say this to you so many times that you're going to admit it because, and you're going to admit it yourself in what you say about this episode.
Really? Okay. So you're gonna somehow pressure me into this, are you? You both of you, are you?
I do feel like I'm taking part in a historical event here now.
Historical event.
The downfall of the anti-fan, wherever Chris is.